Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So if you're new to my channel and you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Okay, now let's get into the video. First up, I'm starting with my brows and I'm taking this Take a brow palette from Sobe, and I'm going to be using that last shade, the taupey shade. And to do this, I am going to be using my eyebrow brush. This is nice and precise, perfect for using on your brows. And I'm going to be priming my lid using my foundation. I actually showed my foundation and my powder later on in this video, but since I was doing the eye, I didn't feel the need to show it, but I should have now that I think about it. I'm going to start off with like putting on foundation on my eyes and then blending it out nicely, and then I am going to be setting it using my Sobe loose powder, which I'm going to show later on in the video, like I said. So for today's eyes, I'm going in with my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm starting off with that shade called Buns. I'm going to be using this directly on my crease. This is a nice light nude shade, especially on my complexion since I'm a bit darker. Maybe on a person that's a bit lighter than me, it would show up much more vibrant, but for me it's nice and muted and nude. I'm going to take that on my crease using a tapered blending brush, and then now I'm actually going in with a clean blending brush, making sure to blend out all the edges. So after that, I go in with this nice blue color called Jada. And the weird part about this is, even though this color is very blue and vibrant, after I packed it on using my brush a couple of times, it actually started looking green. I'm not sure, once again, if it's because of my skin color or what it is, but it completely changed from this blue vibrant shade to a green shade. But I wasn't mad about it because I really liked how it turned out. So after I packed it on my eyelid, I'm now going in with that brush that I use for my crease shade. But now I won't be picking up any new shadow. I'm just using what's left over on the brush, and I am just blending in those two shades together. And then I go back in with the brush I used for that blue shade, and I'm gonna pack it on again. I was actually just trying to pull it out since I had made it into a dome shape before, but then it turned out into this really nice like eyeliner pulled like shape. I'm not sure if you guys understand. As I was packing the shadow on the side, it sort of made like a nice wing, and I was very happy with it. So I just continued into that same direction. And really this process is about like packing on the shadow and going in with my first brush and blending the two shades together. It's like a back and forth, and then also going in with a clean blending brush just to make sure that everything looks beautiful and seamless. Now for my eyeliner, I'm going in with my Sobe liner, you guys. So this liner is actually game changing for me. It was my first time using it and I really loved it. It is so precise. It's just a pity I didn't show like the tip on camera, but it, like, look at that, it's so precise, and it made it so easy for me to draw on my wing. My wing is looking a little bit jaded on the other eye, but it's alright. I'm gonna clean it up. So I just repeat the same thing on this eye as well, and it was just so easy using this. And I think also the way that it's designed, the shape of it, it makes it very easy for you to hold it. So now here, this part, you guys. So I took this really flat small brush and I dipped it into my micellar water, and I used it to clean my wing, and it was completely game changing as well. I had never done this before, so I really liked it. So you guys should really try it. If you're struggling with your wing, just take a really small brush, dip it into micellar water, and use it to clean up your wing. Now for my skin, now that I'm done with my eyes, I go in with my Nivea. Then for foundation, I'm using my Maybelline 30 Hour Super Stay Foundation. You guys already know that this is my favorite foundation, and I am just blending this all over my face using my brush. This brush I got from Takealot. It came in a brush set and I really love it. It was so inexpensive. I'm gonna try to find, okay, actually I can't find it anymore because I tried linking it, but there's so many brushes on Takealot. I'm gonna try to link one of them right down below in the description box, and everything else that I use on this video will also be in the description box down below. And then next up, I'm going to be going in with my concealer, and this one's from Maybelline in the shade 40. This is the Fit Me concealer. This is actually one of my favorite concealers because it is so beautiful on the skin and it's not so heavy, and it does provide a decent amount of coverage. I'm just going to be placing this on my inner corners just below my eye and directly under my wing. And I am going to be blending this out using the same brush I was using earlier for my foundation, making sure that I'm really careful right below my wing so that I don't mess it up. I actually did mess it up. Then I ended up swapping this brush for a much smaller stippling brush because I was finding that I was really very close to messing it up on one eye, and on the other eye I actually did mess it up. Now this is when I swapped into the smaller brush so that it can be easier for me to blend it out without messing up my sharp wing. Then I go in with that concealer on my nose. So this is the part I was telling you guys about. This is the Sorbet Powder to You powder in the shade Light. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorites. I actually got it in translucent as well, but for some reason I don't feel like that one works as nicely as this one, but this one does have like some sort of tint to it, so it will slightly change the color of whatever base you put on. So I just use that powder using this very small brush to just lightly pack under my eyes, setting around my nose as well, and then I also go in around my mouth. So one thing I like to do is to apply the concealer on the bridge of my nose and leave it there for some time so that it can really like get tacky, and when I do blend it out I can still see it. So that's why it's still there while I'm doing the setting. Now when I set my face, I always make sure to only set in certain areas so that I can still maintain that gluey luminous feel. So I just do the center of my forehead, around my nose, my mouth, and under my eyes. Then I leave my cheeks still with that foundation like luminous, even though it's matte foundation, but with the base that I use from the Nivea, I make sure that it gives up a very luminous feel to it. So afterwards I'm going to be using this Sorbet mascara. This is the waterproof mascara. I actually love it as well. It's not the best, but it was what I had, and from what I had was the best. So and now I am going in with my blush. This one is from Maybelline, and then I actually lost my clips here, hence like everything is so quick, so I just used the little that I had. And now I'm going in with my highlighter. This one is the Mega Glow from Wet n Wild. It's actually my favorite. I really love it. And then after that, I go in for my lips with my Essence lip gloss. But first up, I line my lips using this LA Girl lip liner in the shade Chocolate. This is actually one of my favorite lip liners, and I'm so sad that I'm running out of it because it is a bit not pricey, but it's not exactly the cheapest. I actually thought I was going to use that as a second lip liner as well, but I didn't end up using it. So I just went in with my LA Girl chocolate lip liner, and then now I'm going in with my Essence lip gloss. This one is, I actually forgot the shade name, but I'm going to link it down below. It's actually not the one that I usually use because it's very sparkly, but it worked. And now I'm going in with my setting spray. This one is the Body Shop setting spray. This one is actually my first time using it on this video, and I really love how it turned out. It gave me that luminous glow, dewiness that it was promising. And that is pretty much it, you guys, for today's video. Thank you so much for clicking, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, make sure you like it, and I will see you guys on the next one.